So I want to talk about like literally what an angel is. Um, I've never actually seen the one the way they're described in the Bible, but if you look at the word angel, it means messenger, and if you are a human being who's got any sort of message from anything, you'll know that it comes through the body, right? And I was just thinking, breaking it down, the way angels are described as angels with wings, and robes and coming out of the sky and all this stuff. But if you just break it down to the word messenger, how do we get messages from God directly? Let's say without any intercession of an angel. Like if you were to pray, how would you get a message from God? Well, it would literally be your very own body, your mind, body, and spirit, but specifically your body. That's just how I think about it. And if you look at like instances where people have fought angels, like in the Bible, and if you could make the analogy of that is to fighting the flesh, that would make an angel something that needed to be tamed as well, and brought under control, like how Jacob became Israel after fighting one of God's agents, which is an angel. Which, if you look at it, it could be your very own body, which means controlling your appetites, controlling the seven deadly sins, and things of that nature, making sure that you don't have any vices that like can throw you off of whack and throw you off your square. So, and once you get it tamed, under control, then it can become an agent of good instead of agent of evil, in my opinion. Which the body is not inherently evil, but if it runs amok, if your mind, body, and spirit are out of whack with each other, chaos ensues and you get knocked off your square. So, trust me, I know I'm one of the main ones who experiences that. But yeah, just a random thought that I'd like to have, like to flesh out, no pun intended. Well, pun intended. I'm not a coward. I'm going to intend my puns. Pun intended. I'm going to flesh this out, this angel thing out. Angel meaning messenger, and how literally all messages come through the body and through the mind, but particularly through the body. If anyone has any questions about this or even wants to add in, this is an open debate. I'm not an authority on any of this stuff. It's just something that I'd like to get out there and add to the ecosystem of different things going on in the world. So, yeah, the angel is your body. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. All right, y'all take care. No, maybe I won't end this live. Maybe I'll keep it going. Does anybody have any questions? I see people are joining. Hello, DJ Red. Hello, Liliana. Hello, Southern. Hello, Nando. So earlier I was talking about putting on the full armor of God, and how possibly those things are actually attainable through practical means, not just metaphorical means. Looking at like star constellations and things of that nature. Like if I'm going to do something big, I want to do it big. So what would be the full armor of God? I tell people that like my helmet of salvation is my hard head, like because I do things head first. So if you don't if you got a hard head, that is your helmet of salvation. Honestly, my nakedness is my armor of God. Really, truly, I don't need any weapons. Like no weapon against me shall form or prosper. I believe in tools to get jobs done, but I don't have any jobs that involve killing anybody, so I don't need swords or guns or anything like that. But hello, I believe in those things, but for other people. But yeah. The full armor of God, the breastplate of righteousness, the shoes of peace, the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. I can't remember all the pieces, but I was talking earlier about Word of God. I can't remember all the pieces, but I was talking earlier about how in tarot, the Ace of Swords represents the mind or the air, element, which represents mind, which represents prayer, and it's all these mythological swords and things of that nature, which represent the word of God, or the word of any particular energy like that. So, what would be the biggest and best one I could think of? And it was like, well, I'll look up in the sky and see if I can find a sword there. And it was the Sword of Orion, which was a great hunter. And it's like, how could I put the Sword of Orion in my own hand? And so I delineated that about like how there's 3 stars in Orion, and those 3 stars can also correlate to Gemini stone. Like that could correlate to the Chintamani stone, which is 3 dots or 3 stars, which is what Samsung means. The word Samsung, as in the phone, means 3 stars, and the Chintamani stone, which is described as being 3 stars, is a wish-fulfilling stone. And so I'm thinking, okay, hold on one second. These phones, these Samsungs, and these Apple phones, they're kind of like Philosopher's Stones. So they're kind of like the things that were described in the past, but they're here now. Like, if you think about it, if you basically charge it with money, which is, the law of equivalent exchange, you can't get something for nothing. If you charge it with your hard-earned money, you can get your wishes fulfilled. Wishes don't come out of nowhere. Like, you have to, like I said, have the law of equivalent exchange. But like, if you charge these phones with money, things can happen that seem like they're magic, or it seemed like they were magic to someone a long time ago. We have these things here today, and I encourage myself to find the true Chitta stone within myself, so I don't rely on like external forces like phones and whatnot like that. I think there actually is one. It's obviously the pineal gland. You can say that, but there's that. But the 3 stars of Orion could be signified of that Chitta stone too, the wish fulfilling stone, which is the sword of Orion, which is something that, like, in Aries season, the warrior is crowned with their accoutrements, and they get their swords. So we just had an eclipse in Aries, and so if you're a warrior, you definitely want to think about how that can impact you. I mean, we're all warriors in some extent, so you don't want to be a warrior, you want to be a warrior. So Chitta stone, the sword of Orion, the full armor of God. More of that coming at you. Y'all stay tuned. Peace.